their purpose and that greater good to do something different, to have more meaning in their life. You're meant for more. You're meant for more. And if this message aligns with you or it really resonates with you, please drop in the comments. I want to hear from you. Say hello. Smash those hearts if you're watching this. Give me some love because I know deep down inside somebody really, really does need to hear this message. And recently, I've been chatting with like a lot of women, and I actually didn't even realize like this was a thing until just I just saw a pattern, like a repeated pattern that you know it's like almost a walk of passage that we are going through life um that sometimes like you can get lost along the way. Like when we're born we really know like what our true purpose is, what we're meant for. We're really in line. We're just through play and learning and experience, like we already know. And it's usually kind of like as we grow and we develop and we start going into society and schools and people around us will start to influence us, that it can really steer you away from your real purpose in life. And I know myself, like if I look back on my life, like when I was in school, I found school super hard. Like I struggled learning. I didn't fit into like the mold of like everybody else. And I kept thinking like, okay, so this is just how it is. Like I just don't feel it or whatever. Like I just didn't like school and stuff like that. But really, um, it was meant to make me feel that way so that then I would have like this drive to find a bigger purpose. And I think like all my life I was kind of searching for this exact thing. And if I look at my life, I traveled all over the world and I was a free spirit, and I never felt so free and so aligned when I was just out there being me, doing my thing. And it wasn't until I came home that I really felt like that struggle, because I started to go to school. I started to go into hairdressing, nursing. I worked with high risk youth group home kids. I also worked in the corporate office. And the further I kept going into planting my roots, finding my person, finding out who I truly was, life got really, really hard. I felt very out of line. I was really struggling. I was drowning. I actually didn't know like why is this so hard? Why is this struggle so hard that I just can't figure it out? I just didn't understand like why, right? And what the thing is though is like when we're lost and we get out of a line from our purpose, like that's when you really feel like there's something missing. So I was searching in all these jobs, in all these careers. So what it looked like for me is I changed my career every 3 years because I was looking for something like what I'm supposed to do. And I love helping people and I love making people feel good about themselves. And I love being a person of service. I know that really speaks true to my heart. But I was searching in all these careers, and at the end of the day, all that happened was that I got more into debt, more into the struggle, more into like the pain of like why this is so hard. And when I went through the transformation of finally being a mom, that's when I really, really, truly found my purpose, because that inner voice, like within, and all the like, I didn't listen to everybody else, but finally, for the first time in my life, when became a mom, I actually just knew how to be and knew how to do and do all those things. Like, I didn't have to like go searching or asking other people for for help. Like my inner tuition and the inside of me just knew like being a mom was like one of the best things ever. And it also gave me that courage to like step into like my fear and to be better in my relationships. Because here's the thing, if you aren't showing your children like what healthy relationship looks like, they're going to get out there and they're going to go start experiencing, and they're going to be a mirror of exactly what your relationship was like. So if you want to have like that respect and that love and just like a healthy relationship, you have to model this for your kids to do the same thing, right? And if you are, just at home and you really don't feel like you're in your purpose or your dream, or you're just struggling to survive, like your kids are going to be exactly that. They're going to mirror exactly like what their relationship in their home environment was, unless they have something that happens inside them that triggers something inside to like be like to change their circumstances, to change their generation wealth, or whatever. Like sometimes like out of like maybe five kids, like you can have five kids, but they're all completely different. And then you have this one that is so focused on like their health and their body and just different things, because something has triggered them inside their home environment that they want something different, that they don't want to be like this. So when we're modeling that health and that environment, even at home, for how we eat, like are we really respecting our bodies on how we're eating and what we're putting into our bodies? Like, are we mirroring and showing our kids, like, are we eating like how I would get my toddler to eat healthy? Like, yes, it's okay to have treats and all this, but we have to eat healthy food first, and then we can have that treat, right? So when you start respecting your body and finding all these things, like these things are all connected and they're all aligned. And I know myself, I became a mom and I really knew like that was my purpose, like being a mom. And then from there it really got me to push myself, because I had the courage. I didn't want my kids to be settling for just an average life of struggle. And I knew that I wanted something bigger for my kids, that if I didn't go out there and do it for myself, then they are going to live and be in the exact same way as what I'm going through, right? And so this has been part of my entrepreneurship journey, and even finding myself too. It was through an online business. And I never thought in a million years finding an online business in the health and wellness space would change my life so drastic. It has changed everything. It's changed everything. It has given me the power and the courage to heal all those inner wounds, or those inner stories of turmoil, of like whatever I was telling us ourselves. Because I can promise you, when you're looking at your phone or you're reading or you're doing like all these things, your subconscious is talking to yourself. It's like the secret whispers. It's telling you what, like your self-doubt, your limiting beliefs. It's telling you cues on where you need to go in your life. Like, it's basically either keeping you comfortable, or it's going to give you that oomph to like get out. Like, you need to start going towards those things so you can start pushing through them, and then you can start changing your life by working on your inner self. Because when you work on your inner self and you change within, that is when your life is going to change on the outer side, right? So when finding this business is what truly has given me my own personal power and my courage in my relationship, in the people who I surround myself with, and in my business. It's just been the missing piece I've been looking for my whole entire life, because I now have this bigger purpose, that I'm here on a mission to help other women to feel important, to feel and create financial independence, to empower themselves. There's so many women in my community that are making more money than their spouses, bringing them home, leaving their 9 to 5 jobs, getting to be home with their loved ones. We are not meant to be working 8, 10 hours a day out of our house, away from our family members, and to come home and just have a few hours in the day, and then, get dinner on the table and feed them and all the things. And then the weekend comes and you're like, okay, now we're either going to like overexhaust ourselves, because now we have to do everything so that they have like a fun childhood. Like, it's just so much pressure and so many things that, there's another way of living. There's another way to do this. And people are waking up and finding that more and more and more every single day. Sorry, I need a drink. I just went on a big rant there. So yeah, so even I didn't even realize like this was even a thing, finding your purpose, finding your identity, because as we're growing up and we're going through these stages, we're always evolving and growing. And if you don't move on to like the next stage, this is where you're going to feel lost and you're going to feel stuck and you're going to feel a whole bunch of certain ways, and your self-doubts and your limiting beliefs are going to become bigger. And it's just not a good feeling. It's not a good place to be. And I want to tell you, I want to encourage you, like you have the power to do something different, to change your way. Like it's all comes within and in your the power of your mind, right? So anyways, yeah. So anyways, if you resonate with this, if this resonates with you at all, where you're feeling lost in your life, you don't have like that purpose, you keep searching for the thing, I really, really want you to reach out. Let's dive deeper into like what's going on for you, why, because I have been speaking with to multiple women, and this is like a real thing. This is a real thing. Like real women are just going through life and they're trying to figure it out or just survive and like do the whole mom thing, and they're really struggling because eventually, that stage of motherhood of like where you're needed so much is going to end too, and then next thing you know, you have empty nesters. And if you really don't want to get hit with the next wall of feeling lost and out of purpose and out of alignment, now's the time to start actually taking those steps, taking the action steps in your life and figuring out why, and what do you want to do with yourself? What's that bigger purpose? Like, what is that calling for you inside? Because yeah, I want to know. I want to connect with you. I want to talk. Let's brainstorm ideas. Let's see if I can create a plan for you and see if I can find your purpose and your greater good, because we're all meant to be doing things here. Like we all have a mission and we all have a bigger purpose, and I just want to help you find your bigger purpose. So please hashtag purpose in the comments, and let's connect in the comments or in the DM. Smash those hearts. Please share this. I know somebody needs to hear this message. I know that there's other women out there feeling lost, like they don't have a purpose. I know that there is a big community, and let's all love on each other and support each other and help each other shine. So you guys have a beautiful, blessed day. Thank you so much for popping on. I'm sorry I'm a little late here today. My wife has stolen my office, and just because she makes more bacon than me right now, she thinks that she has more power. But soon those are going to change. And anyways, I created her a whole new office downstairs. And she can spend as much time as she wants down there. So I created her own little empire where she can mastermind and do all her things that she's gifted at until I get her out of her own 9 to 5. But you guys have a beautiful, blessed day. And thank you so much for popping on and coming with me on my journey of my 100-day lives. I'm on day 16, and you know what? It feels good. And once you go past 30 days, now it will be a habit. And I already know that just by going on day 16 here, before when my day one, when I first used to press the go live button, I swear when I pressed that go live button, it felt like it was life or death. Like I was going to die if I press that go live button. And I'm telling you, I'm on day 16 now. I do not feel like I'm going to die, which is amazing. And I'm changing and I'm evolving and I'm growing. And I know that I have such a powerful message, and using and monetizing your social medias is the best way to get your message out there because it's global, it's worldwide, and why not support one another? And yeah, you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for popping on and supporting me. I see a lot of old friends on here. I hope you guys are doing well with your life, and you guys have a wonderful day. I'm sending you all the love and light. Bye for now.